Hi, this is James from I Care About Privacy. In this video, we'll discuss a few lines from the Netflix original Clickbait, Episode 5, The Reporter, in which Ben, the reporter, uses some online tools to find information on Nick. I'll explain how those same tools can be used against you and what you can do to make it so they won't work against you. Clickbait is a mini-series released on Netflix in August 2021. It is among the most viewed shows of August and September 2021, according to Nielsen. The story follows a man who goes missing, and his family and media look for him. They discover he had different personas and did things online and in person that were incongruent with his family man image. Some parts of the movie are somewhat extreme, but other parts are quite realistic. Ben Park, the reporter that is determined to get the inside scoop on Nick and his family, does some investigative research online and finds a lot of information on Nick. Sadly, the tools he used to dig up information on Nick are tools that anyone can use against us. These tools are data brokers and people search websites. Your personal information is all over the internet. If you use social media, obviously information is on social media platforms. But even if you don't use social media, data brokers and people search websites still have your information. The type of information they have depends on the type of site. Your data on social media platforms starts with what you put onto those platforms. But then these platforms do some digging, likely teaming up with some data brokers and partner companies. They likely know your demographic information, your employment information, your interests, hobbies, and friends. They likely know what you look like if you uploaded pictures. This isn't surprising. You give them all this information. But they also have a pretty good idea about your income, net worth, the square footage of your home, how many people live with you, your political tendencies, and much more. Just look at how specific you can be when using targeting advertising on a social media platform. This is only one page of many. Facebook couldn't do this by themselves. They work with data brokers to build out what they know about you. People search sites don't get any of their information directly from you. They get it from many different sources. They mostly focus on demographic information. They know your name, date of birth, addresses, phone numbers, relatives, and sometimes email addresses. Data brokers, on the other hand, try to build extensive files on consumers. Aside from demographic information, they collect your preferences, opinions, political persuasions, online search history, online browsing history, interests, and hobbies. The richer a profile they can get on you, the more money they can charge their customers for your data. So how do they get your data? Well, sometimes you give it to them. They try to make it easy and even fun to share your information. They also make it seem like everyone else is doing it. Data brokers can sometimes get your browsing history from advertising companies or directly from your internet service provider. Companies use cookies to track and target you with advertising. Your internet service provider likely logs the sites you visit and shares or sells that information to make a little extra money. Most sites have scripts from Facebook, Google, and other companies that advertise to us. They follow you wherever you go. Have you ever searched for something on one site, then seen it advertised to you on multiple other sites? Online services sometimes sell our data. This can be very obvious with free apps or services. If the app or service is free, it is likely sharing or selling your data to make money. Just because something doesn't cost money doesn't mean it has no cost at all. Offline services that we use can also share or sell our data. You wouldn't have suspected your utility companies, but many of them share your data. The power company, your telecom company, the garbage company, etc. They have your data, and many of them will sell it to earn a little extra money. Data breaches are another way third parties can get our data. Data breaches are technically public, even though the data was supposed to be private. Once it has been dumped on the internet and copied hundreds, if not thousands of times, it is out there forever. It can then be collected, sorted, and added to databases. Scraped data is similar to data breaches, but it comes from legitimate websites that are scraped. There are some companies that have scraped everything publicly available on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and thousands of other websites. Even if you were to delete something on the original platform, it might still exist in a scrape somewhere. Public records are another source that is scraped by data brokers and people search websites. They know where you live and how much you pay in taxes, which is public information in most states. Sometimes marriage, divorce, and other records are also public. Credit card companies share your purchase and financial information with parties that are willing to pay for it. Someone could combine your purchase history from a department store with your purchase history from your credit card company to target you with specific marketing campaigns. Other things you sign up for also track, gather, and share or sell information about you. Think about the loyalty programs at stores you frequent. The information they get from you is more valuable than the discounts they give you. The same goes with credit card points or other rewards programs. Your information is valuable. Everyone wants a piece. Pretty much everyone is in on it. So what can you do about it? There are really three options for you to choose from. Number 1, do nothing and try to forget this video. Number 2, remove your own data from these company sites. Or number 3, have someone else do it for you. But I've been doing nothing and I haven't had my identity stolen yet. This is the easiest and cheapest option. It doesn't take any money or any time, but it doesn't solve the problem. Your data is still out there, waiting to be used against you. Just because you've never been in a car accident doesn't mean it's a good idea not to wear a seatbelt. You can do this on your own, manually going site by site. This option requires your time. It can take anywhere from 10 to 30 hours to remove your data from the main sites. Some privacy experts suggest you review these sites every 6 months since your data can come back. In the description we'll include a link to our video, How to Delete Your Personal Information from the Internet. It's a great place to start if you're thinking about doing this on your own. The last option is to have someone else remove your data. We suggest a company called My Data Removal. There's a link in the description. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos about privacy.